GCK-King's Circle with Pastor Dr. W.F Kumuyi.
Good to see you again at the GCK-King's Circle, where kings, queens, princes and princesses are nested, nurtured and knitted for royalty. I am Emmanuel Joshua, and with me in the circle is
Grace Iromoseli. Once more, we are happy to have you in this episode. Friends, disregard for God, the giver of forgiveness, is a moral failing of ingratitude, and it has spiritual implications.
Today, our distinguished convener, Dr. W.F Kumuyi, who is devoted to raising godly models for global impact, will take us on the journey to experience the greatest miracle.
Let us listen to a renowned gospel artist before Dr. W.F Kumuyi comes up.
Ungrateful recipients of forgiveness without regeneration. Matthew chapter 18, we're reading from verse 23. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. Kingdom of heaven. Jesus came to take us from the kingdoms of the earth and take us to the kingdom of heaven. And so he spoke much about the kingdom, and he gave parables concerning the kingdom. He is more concerned where we spend eternity than whatever happens to us here on earth. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and then lose his own soul, and he does not get to the kingdom of heaven? You must always think about that. Where will you spend eternity? This message comes to you and me. Where will you spend eternity? Eternity. Where will you spend eternity? Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which will take account of his servants. In verse 24, and when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him which owed him 10,000 talents. In verse 25, but for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife, and his children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. Verse 26, the servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have mercy, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. No, you cannot. What he owed will take thousands of years to work before he can have that amount of money. And he doesn't have all that length of time to spend on earth to work and be able to get that amount of money. And so he could not really pay. He was making a promise that he could not fulfill, and the Lord knew that. Look at verse 27. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt. In verse 28, but the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him 100 pence. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, pay me that thou owest. He was forgiven. He wasn't regenerated. His nature was not changed. His life was not turned around. He said, pay me that which thou owest. Look at verse 29. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, have patience with me. Exactly the same word he had told the Lord, and I will pay thee. Exactly the same word he had told the Lord. Now that servant had the possibility of paying 100 pence. He didn't have any chance in his lifetime to pay the thousands of talents that he had owed. And now, because this is a man that doesn't have regeneration, when you deal with people, you will know them by their fruit, by the wickedness, by the cruelty, by the tyranny, and by the evil thing that they do. You will tell. Christ couldn't have done that. Any man, any woman having the nature of Christ would not have done that. He goes to church and is making testimony, I am forgiven, I am forgiven, but he's not regenerated. The man said, the servant said, have patience with me, I will pay thee. Look at verse 30. In verse 30, and he would not. And he would not. There are church people like that. No salvation, no regeneration. They've been coming for years. He would not go and show mercy to the people that have offended you. And he would not. Change your language, change your disposition. You're always looking angry. Your face makes you unapproachable. It's like, when we're coming, anybody coming to you, you wear the face of an angry man, an angry woman. Change your heart, change your face, and he would not. They claim they have been forgiven.
What an eye-opening charge.
We look forward to seeing you in our next episode.
Be the dream.
Be royal.
We believe that you've been impacted. Pastor Dr. W.F Kumuyi will love to hear from you. Please visit our social media platforms and don't forget to join us on the next episode of GCK King's Circle.